Hey guys, this is Rocking3 bringing you a live commentary, Forza 5. Gonna load up the BMW E30 M3 here, and we're gonna go through the parts in two. And this is part of the 3 and Out series. We were successful with this car despite the very tough lobbies we were in. We're gonna go through the parts first. There is an engine swap here. You can see I tried a couple different ones. This one actually turned out to be best, 3.2 liter inline 6. Drivetrain will be stock, so we stayed through rear-wheel drive, and we stayed naturally aspirated on the upgrades there. I don't think there's a whole lot of upgrades here. We had to use our PI just swapping the engines out. But the cool part is the BMW still makes a really cool BMW-like sound, and not the V8. I tested out the V8. I'm like, this doesn't sound right. It sounds like a muscle car. And the BMW, I don't think it's supposed to sound like a muscle car. So you can see there we had stock components for everything. Just checking the stock flywheel. So all the engine parts are stock. We're gonna have the race brakes, the race spring and dampers, the race front and rear anti-roll bars. Here's where some variations come in a little bit. I tried a couple of them here. We have the sport chassis. And we have the race weight reduction. We're gonna have a lot of stock components here too. We have the stock clutch, we have the stock transmission, we have the stock drive line, just to make sure. Oops, sorry guys. You can take the street drive line, make it 2 pounds lighter. We have the race differential. Now that I'm curious about that, yeah, I bumped it up. I was like, well, sometimes it reduces it with the transmission, but I figured I'd check that out before. We have the race tire compound. This car becomes more of a handling car when you go here. You can probably make it more of a speed car if you stay with the sport compound, but it seemed to handle the race tire a lot better. Big jump in there. We have the stock front tire width, and we had the full rear upgraded tire width. Let's see. Oop, good. We have the Momos, the 10S here. I'm not sure what the weight was. It obviously is not the lightest, as you can tell. And I'm sorry, I don't know what the equivalent is. You guys will have to check it out when you build it. We have the stock rim in the front, and we're going to have the stock rim in the rear. I always try to keep those consistent between the two. We're going to have the front spoiler, Forza spoiler, and we'll have the rear Forza spoiler as well. Lots of choices there, but for the PI play I had to run that one. Alright, let's run through the tune. You guys know me, the tire pressures 26.5 front and rear. Stock gearing, so no changes there. Alignment, we have -4.0 in the front, -3.5 in the rear, 0.0. The front caster actually was changed. I actually didn't notice that until just now, but I went up to 6.5. I don't think that causes any instability. You can leave it probably anywhere between 5.0 and 6.5. Roll bars pretty normal for me as well. 9.32 in the front, 15.41 in the rear. And same thing with the kind of oversteer setup here. We have 443.2 in the front and 478.9 in the rear. Ride height all the way down. 4.5 is still pretty tall. Rebound stiffness 11.0, 11.7, and 1919 for the bump stiffness. Middle of the road downforce. You can probably play with that a little bit if you'd like. Braking force 47% and 200% on the braking force. That of course is standard for me. You guys can make it the way you would like it. Differential, I have 40% in acceleration and 43% in deceleration. You'll see that this is one of those cars you don't have to keep your foot on the gas to make the turns. It works really well. If you downshift, it really dives in pretty well. Turned out to be a pretty decent car. I think I put in the top 350 on Spa. So I mean, it's good, not great. It's just fun for a change up. And it was a nice challenge to try to win a race with that car. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. We'll catch you in the next race. Later.